and welcome. It's me, Karen Viloria-Miguel, owner and founder of Canada Bliss Handmade Crochet Hats and Accessories, and welcome to my YouTube channel. We talk about crochet business, creativity, hand making, and just about anything else. But today I have something very special planned. Today I am going to be going through how to scale your handmade business to success, the entire workshop with you live. So I'm here with you. Don't mind my voice. I have I think it's humidity. So the weather's a lot better here in Toronto lately, but it's my airkin is like full blast. So if you're wondering why it looks like it's cold, it's not always cold here in Canada. In fact, it's quite nice today, but I'm just freezing. So don't mind me and my shawl. And I just wanted to hop on the comments and say hello to everyone. I saw some of you this morning. If you didn't catch the morning show with Christine Omdahl, I was on her live stream and we talked all crochet business and crocheting. She's an amazing lady, and she's so talented with all of her patterns, books, and years of experience. I hope I am like that too one day. But we all have the things that we love to do, and I could talk your ear off for business. So that's why I'm here today, because it's been a while since I've had a luncheon live. Do you guys miss me? I'm just gonna hop on the comments. Hey Angela, how are you doing? I saw you on the live this morning. Corrine, nice to meet you. Lovely to have you on the channel. And everyone greeting each other. Thank you so much. Hello, Ida. Lovely to see you. Thank you for dropping by. And our dear Jojo, are you working today? I miss you, Jojo. Where have you been? I know you're so busy these days. And if you don't already follow Jojo Juju, she is the most talented Addie circular knitting person that you've ever seen on YouTube. So you got to check out her channel there and her Facebook group. She has a bajillion patterns and people who just love and adore her. She's got a fantastic community. I just love her community. So anyway, hello. So like I mentioned, today is very special. I'm going to go through the Scale Your Handmade Business to Success. If you've caught it in the past, it'll be a great refresher. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay on live for the whole thing. And I'm also going to be answering questions at the end. So if you have any questions at all, then you could let me know. Now, this workshop is specifically for people who want to create handmade businesses for knitting, crochet, or whatever sort of business, especially for hand makers. And it's important because as handmakers, we are challenged with the fact that things are handmade, they are specialty items, and that in terms of creating things as opposed to manufacturing in a factory, we make things by hand. So we do have production challenges or differences between just like making something wholesale and running it through a factory, right? Because we are actually the producers, the manufacturers. And there are wise ways to build your business when you are a hand maker, because you have to mind your own health, especially when you're getting started, and mind your resources, like your labor, your everything that you spend time on, because as you build your business, you need to focus on these things so that you spend your time and your finances very wisely, and you make choices in all aspects of your business. So whether you're getting started or whether you've been at it a while, it's always a good refresher to know if you're on the right track, so that you don't have to make mistakes and you get to where your goals are perhaps sooner, or at least a little bit more efficiently. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you out if I can be of help. So I will also, if you have any questions along the way, I encourage you to put a little star or a question mark at the beginning of your question in the comments, and I will definitely come back to it so that I can answer your questions, because that's what I'm here for today. So make sure you do that. If I do miss it, pop it in again if it seems like I might have gone over it. Like if sometimes the comments get pushed down, but that's what I want to do. I want to make sure that you guys get to ask me directly. And then there's also like having a personal consultation too. If you're wondering, when I do personal consultations, I actually talk to you one-on-one, like you and me, and it's free. So I don't know why more people aren't booking to chat with me. But if you have a question about your business, book with me, because we get to talk about business. I could talk your ear off, but I try and be efficient too when I when I speak with people on the phone about their businesses, because I want to tell them what would directly apply to them, you know? So let me just hop on the comments, just make sure that I have said hello to, oh my gosh, Yvette. Hello, my dear. Long time no see. And let's see here. And yes, it looks like everybody, we've got people on here already. And if you're just joining us now, again, my name is Karen Viloria-Miguel, and this is kind of like a luncheon live. So if you're having your lunch or your dinner, perhaps you're in the UK, then grab your seat and get ready for our workshop interactive. I will be here at the beginning and the end and throughout behind the presentation in the chat, so I can answer all your questions. If you've seen this before, let it be a refresher. But I'm also giving you the free full slide download. So in case you want to save or look up a particular spot in the video, you can get the download from my link in KarenVMiguel.com in the description. I'll put it in the comments too, in case you're on there right now. KarenVMiguel.com. You'll see the tutorial as well as a link to the slides for the full presentation in there. So without further ado, I know that a lot of you are super excited to see the show. And Marcia Putnam, hello. You saw my interview with Kristen. That was so lovely. She's an amazing, amazing lady. It's so amazing when people get to meet one another and we're all in the same realm and we're all like building livelihoods with things that we love to do. And that's what we want to do for you too. That's why we do these things. So you guys can enjoy it too. And I know I put in the comments this morning that I feel like I'm living my best life, and it's truly honest, because I mean, we have all our ups and downs in our lives, but honestly, I just love what I'm doing, and I hope the same for you. That is my wish for you guys. So that's why we're going to get right into it. Avis, hello, miss. I'm so glad you're able to join us. You may have already seen this presentation already, but if you haven't, I think you're in for a real treat. So guys, again, if you have a question or you didn't get a chance to have one of your questions before, remember question mark beforehand in the comments, and then feel free to leave it, and I will be coming back to you after the presentation. It's only about a 20-minute presentation, so just enjoy, because we're going live throughout, and then I'll be answering questions during, before, and after. Okay, who's ready? Give me a thumbs up. I hope you all hear me well. When the video comes on, when the workshop comes on, can you also just give me a thumbs up that you can hear the presentation okay too? Because I just want to make sure that you're not just staring at a blank screen. Okay, so here we go. Let's get started. Here we go. Okay, good. It's everyone's giving me the thumbs up, so let's get started. Okay, and take this moment to welcome you to my workshop, where it's all about scaling your handmade business to success. Even if you don't have a business background, if you're just starting out, or if you haven't been at it for a while, or maybe you have been at it for a while and you just want to get the best information possible. I'm absolutely thrilled that you're taking your handmade steps to success. You may already know me by now. My name is Karen Viloria-Miguel, and I'm owner and founder of Canada Bliss Handmade Crochet Hats and Accessories. You can find me on my YouTube channel at Karen V. Miguel, and I'm so excited to have you here today. We're really going to maximize the next 25 minutes or so. But first of all, I want to make sure that you are in the right place. You are in the right place if you want to create and scale a handmade business that you love, that earns income selling items that you make, that you want to get clear on what activities in your business really lead to your sales, to your ideal customer, and making real sales and increasing your sales. You've tried selling your physical products without luck and earning a profit, and you may have even attended every conference, YouTube video, and are looking for more than just a mishmash of information from different places that may help you scale your business. Well, you are in the right place, because in this workshop, I will provide you as much value as possible in the next 20 to 25 minutes. I'll share with you strategies that have worked for me and other small businesses in scaling artisan and hand makers. You will gain clarity on what steps you need to take to build a successful handmade business. I'll share my knowledge and experience and help everybody who has a great attitude and wants to take action to be successful. Now, to maximize your learning, close all your other tabs on your computer and silence your phones. This is interactive, so have fun participating and stay mentally active in today's learnings. And don't forget to stay to the end, because you don't want to miss every golden nugget of resource information and advice that we have today. When Once again, I'm Karen, handmaker and crocheter. I'm a content marketer and business strategist and coach. I'm also the founder of Handmade Sales Success Academy, and I help small business handmakers and entrepreneurs turn their craft into currency with effective strategies, processes, and tools so they can grow a revenue generating business that they love. I have a business degree in marketing and industrial relations, human resources. I also worked many years in corporate and financial, communication industry, marketing, selling. I also started a handmade business and coaching. I worked in manufacturing, engineering in both private and public sectors, and I worked in corporate careers for over 20 years. I've always had a passion for helping people in their education and their occupation. In both my college and university days, where I was also a peer tutor, mentor for students and alumni. Even to this day, I love mentoring students, small business owners, entrepreneurs, and workforce to navigate in their occupation. With literally no previous retail fashion experience, in 2013, started selling my handmade crochet items online. In just 1 year, I grew my business. By 2014, I was in retail stores across Canada, the US, European countries, and around the world. And also on the heads of customers and many A-lister celebrities in national retail, online, and bricks and mortar boutiques. By January 2015, my handmade luxury items were being worn by retail customers and A-listers everywhere. But let me ask you, drop in the comments, which of these two pictures do you think got me more sales? The one on the left or the one on the right? I want to give you a hint of what it takes to really establish yourself in handmade business. So now let me ask you, drop in the comments which picture you think got the most sales, the one on the left or the one on the right. On mute. I'm on mute. Whoops. See how real this is? Anyway, if I want you to drop in the comments on the left or the right, which picture you think created the most sales for me and my business. I know some of you have seen this already, but if you know, hey, thanks for always tuning in and knowing the answer. So let's see. Marcia says the left. All right. And Corrine says the left. And then we said, Marcia says, I can see it clearly. Perfect. So let's see. Jojo says, yes. So this is the second. She says the second. So I'm going to guess it's the one on the right. So let's see what else everybody else is saying. So on the left or on the right? Okay. Well, I'm going to get back to the presentation and let you and share with you which one ended up making the most sales for me. Oh, sorry, there's no sound. Oh, gee. Uh, okay. Let me just see here. Can you hear me now? Okay. Let me know if you can hear sound. Okay, and I'm going to remove. I'll give you a few seconds to say left or right in the comments. Well, let me tell you, it was the one on the left, this yellow one. This is me at a show selling wholesale because I was prepared to scale my business and focus on the activities that generated revenue. So here's the thing. Overnight success takes years of perseverance and dedication to build. It's not about the one-time viral video or picture you post. It's about what you plan for, the actions you take every day, and the solid foundations you build in your activities around that business. You need to learn from other successes and mistakes and build on results that work. So why am I here today? I'm here today because I've always cared about helping people find meaningful occupational and business success. I was enjoying the momentum of my business when it took off, but I couldn't help but notice that other artisans and handmaker sellers were struggling with some of the marketing and business steps in scaling their business. So my goal was to help others in their business and career to set out to share what I've learned. And as a handmaker who started with a limited budget, I knew the importance of being efficient and effective with my choices and resources. I want you to avoid key mistakes that could lead to failure. So instead, start with key foundational knowledge to build the best business that's right for you without hassles and struggles. I am going to demystify how to scale your handmade business. And in order to do this, we will look at first, how businesses scale. Second, the benefits of scaling a handmade business. And then we'll look at how handmakers can scale with success and avoid huge mistakes that can put you out of business sooner than later. So now, friends, if you are ready, drop in the comments, ready, give me a thumbs up or put ready in the comments and we'll get going. Let's start with what scaling a typical business looks like. Scaling a business means setting the stage to enable and support growth of your company. It means having the ability to grow without getting stuck. It requires planning, funding, staffing, processes, technology, and partners. And it involves trying to increase your revenue equally as fast or faster than adding the resources to enable increased revenue. The benefits of scaling a handmade business is that you can increase your profits. So as you bring down the cost of production, you can earn more profit by keeping items the same price or increasing the price. You can take on more clients, sell wholesale, distribute to larger retailers, expand your online reach. As your business grows, you can take advantage of economies of scale. What's economies of scale? Economies of scale, according to Investopedia, is the advantages that can sometimes occur as a result of increasing the size of a business. So, for example, a business might enjoy an economy of scale by buying bulk yarn all at once. With more buying power, you can negotiate lower prices per unit. And with lower prices per unit, you can increase your profit margin when you sell your final product. So how can you scale with success? Well, it requires planning with a big picture in mind. When you have direction for your business, the decision of what to make, how much to make, and for whom, scaling becomes easy. You can't scale a business unless you've had a foundation that is clear. Most people are making a mishmash of things, hoping it turns into a business. They don't know what to sell, who to sell it to, who their ideal customer is, and what the price should be. They don't know if they are making a profit, where their customers are, where their customers shop. You need the clear ability to articulate these things about your products through words and images. Otherwise, customers and retail stores won't know if your product is suitable for them either. So without a plan, makers can't identify when mistakes are happening in their business choices. And this could put you out of business. What do these mistakes look like? Let me take you on a story of Kelly and Thea. Meet Kick Around Kelly and Thoughtful Thea. Both makers started crocheting as a hobby. Neither had any business experience. Both can make baby booties, dishcloths, baby blankets, sweaters, tree skirts, basically anything anyone ever asked them to make out of crochet because they are skilled crocheters. Anything their friends and family asked them for. And they make beautiful crochet items. So both start to charge people for their hobby work and realize they can start a small business and start exploring the idea of making crochet items as a source of income. So they start selling more. This is where mistake number one creeps up. Kelly ramps up her production and sales by making more of whatever people are asking her to make. She likes the fact that she's busy. She feels successful. She's making wool blankets, alpaca sweaters, cotton dish towels. She's crocheting up a storm. Every spare minute she has, she's crocheting more than ever, and income is flowing in. Thea wants to maximize her time, so she still has time for her family and starts focusing on what she likes to make as well as what sells most often. So she makes a decision to continue making baby items because they're adorable, and she can make booties, blankets, and bibs, which take her about 30 minutes or less to make. When increasing production, thoughtful businesses will increase their revenue by increasing the efficiency and productivity of the production of their items, by streaming the main function of their business and generate the most revenue while keeping prices intact or raising their prices. So, who at this point do you think is doing a better job? Kelly or Thea? Drop in the comments. In our example, Kelly has increased her revenue by making more of everything. Thea has increased her revenue by making more of the things that she likes to make and doesn't take her too long to make. One of these people has made a choice that will help them scale with ease in the long run. And we're going to see who that person is. But let's keep going. So this brings us to mistake number 2. Now, with Kelly's increase in orders, she's making more trips to the yarn store to buy different kinds of yarn for different items she's making, like cotton, wool, acrylic, and alpaca fibers. Since they are all different colors and fibers, she gets no discount on bulk buying. She continues to buy yarn at retail, hopes the best for the occasional sale and coupon. Her prices stay the same, and so do her profits. Thea spends less time getting materials because her baby collection is made of chunky merino, the same kind of fiber, where she offers 3 to 5 of the most popular color choices to her customers. However, the designs remain the same. Because she buys merino, she's able to buy her yarn in 1 kilo bags at wholesale in bulk. Because she spends less time figuring out different patterns and variations for each of the order, she's also able to spend more time marketing to her customers on social media who are expectant parents and parents of young children. She's clear about who her clients are and what they want. Find cost savings through frequent business activities and increase profit. Thoughtful businesses will increase the revenue by buying at better prices. Better prices can be obtained by buying in higher volumes. Thoughtful businesses will increase their revenue by not using their own cash on hand to pay for supplies. They negotiate with bulk seller terms like 30 days or 60 days after the purchase of the supplies, and the maker can sell and deliver the items to the customer before the maker has to pay for the materials. This reduces the stress of low cash for business owners. Who's doing the better job? Drop in the comments. In our example, Kelly is getting no price break on her supplies. In fact, she's probably spending more because she feels she has to stock up on random colors and fibers when they're on sale. Now her craft room is overstocked with unused yarn, and Kelly is spending more time than ever making a mishmash of different things for different people. Thea has increased her revenue by finding a yarn distributor who now gives her 30 days to pay for her yarn on a wholesale account, which gives her 50% off retail on all the yarn. Her profit margins are better than ever, and she's starting to increase her prices. Let's see what happens next. This is where we run into mistake number 3. By word of mouth, Kelly's sales are slowly increasing, but she's maxed out her leisure time. And now her family is resenting how much she spends on orders and how late she's staying up. In addition, she's gone into debt buying extra yarn she anticipates she might need on upcoming orders that she hasn't received yet. She knows she needs to get help, but doesn't have the time to look for people to help her because she's crocheting so many different types of things. She does find one lady in the neighborhood through a friend that can help her, but she has zero time to train this person because she's so busy on her own orders. And because all the orders are different, she has a difficult time standardizing the specifications, all the different items, sizes, shapes, and tensions of the products that she makes. She's getting stressed, she's starting to dislike the business, and she's starting to burn out. She might even stop. Thea, on the other hand, has discovered how to scale through labor. Through networking, crochet groups, and a plan for hiring, she uses Facebook forums, job postings, people approaching her because of her marketing. She's found makers to help her create inventory of standard colors that always sell. She has one person doing all baby blankets and another person doing all booties. They get faster doing one style and even faster than Thea crochets. Because her designs and yarn is standardized now, she has time to search for help in production. She has time to train them and make sure her item specifications are consistent. With more products, her profit margins have increased, and because her retail price is competitive, it covers her materials, labor, and operating costs ×2. She decides she's ready to move into the next level of her business and starts selling wholesale. Now, at this point, most handmakers who haven't created a plan, they can't go into the wholesale market. Makers who aren't profitable at wholesale prices will lose money on each wholesale order. It's important to have efficiencies already set up in your business through finding supplies, properly pricing, hiring labor before you decide to sell wholesale, or else you'll end up absorbing the cost of each order. Thea, however, knows the cost of her materials. She knows her labor, her operating costs. They all come to $30 per blanket, and she charges $40.50 per blanket wholesale. And her retailers sell her blankets for $80 to $90 in baby boutiques. Now, I've seen some makers skim off the cost of their labor because they make it themselves, but this only causes problems later when a big order comes in and you cannot hire someone because you didn't build it in the price for paying yourself or someone else to make the product. So don't ever skim off your labor. That's just a little tip. What you want to do when you go into wholesale is make sure that all your resources are maximized. You need to double down on what profit margin activities are working, like hiring labor that contribute to the activities that generate the most revenue. And you need to embrace the handmade niche in your market that attracts the right customer for you, who isn't going to compare your item and will seek your item out. The key area of business is increased profit and production and manpower. Other things that the businesses can do is you can also repurpose labor that you might already have. For example, if you have a VA who's doing graphic design, maybe your VA could also be doing your emailing, your follow-up orders, your customer service as well. So make sure that you maximize your labor. If someone is good at making blankets, maybe they could also be making your dish towels for you as well. And another way to maximize on buying power is if you are part of forums or know other hand makers who sell similar items to you, why not get together with other makers in your network that buy similar or the same kind of yarn as you and splitting the cost of a larger purchase in order to get wholesale prices. In larger companies, this actually is called consortium buying too. Lots of companies get together to do this in order to get price breaks from suppliers. Let's not ignore the unique handmade conundrum of us being hand makers. How do you make up for the fact that you can't compete with machines when it comes to wholesaling? This is where a lot of businesses will switch to machine manufacturing in order to get the highest output in production instead of continuing to make their items by hand. And as hand makers, if you want to keep continuing making things by hand, you need to market in a different way where you can still maximize your efficiencies as a hand maker. Let's face it, the main problem with handmade businesses is also our biggest blessing, and that's the essence that our product is handmade. It's artisanal quality where one item is made primarily by one person at a time. And it goes against all the factors that enable the ability to scale in that typical sense, like a t-shirt manufacturer can. So how do you scale a handmade business without completely burning out, injuring yourself, or working to the point where you hate what you're doing, like Kelly did? How do you become more like Thea? You embrace the power of handmade. And to do that when you're scaling, you need to capitalize on the specialty nature of your product in your marketing. Many handmade items can and should be branded, priced, and positioned in the retail market as a specialty item. What is a specialty item? A specialty item is a product that a certain customer actively seeks because of their uniqueness or loyalty to the brand. Customers don't accept substitutes. They'll go out of their way to get it. Price is not an issue, and they are willing to pay a premium for it. The beautiful thing about specialty items, too, is they're nearly recession-proof because they don't compete on price. This brings us to mistake number 4. Kelly decides she needs to make any kind of money she can with all the stuff that she has accumulated, trying to make everything under the sun. So she starts listing her items for the cost of the yarn or less, not even factoring in labor. People she attracts are audiences that are bargain hunters, hagglers, discount shoppers, and they compare prices and quality to other discount and thrift shops. Thea, on the other hand, is on the road to being accepted by her audience as a specialty handmade item, one that is handmade, great quality, and beautiful. The focus of her product is craftsmanship, and her customers are willing to pay for it. She's being approached organically by specialty boutiques and big stores. She's booked into wholesale trade shows, wholesale online groups. She has found a mentor who succeeded in this industry, and she's on track to hit 6 figures in this next revenue year. Friends, it is possible to scale a product-based handmade business. Thea was successful because she identified, ignited, and iterated. I know this because I built my product-based business the same way that Thea did. And it's only a little bit more preparation to get line sheets prepared for wholesaling and pitching to retailers and getting crystal clear on who your ideal customer is so you know what types of shops and boutiques to be pitching. But you need to nail down these fundamentals as we discussed above before you jump into scaling. In summary, you need to identify, you need to get clear on what you want to make for who and have a plan. You need to ignite, you need to find the cost savings in frequent business activities to increase your profit margin. You need to iterate. Now, if you're thinking about starting your handmade crochet or knit business and want to get off on the right foot, these are the principles I base my Handmade Sales Success Academy on. I provide detailed steps on each of these stages wherever you are in your handmade business, and I am happy to help you. Like I said, I built my business using the exact strategies, and I've shaved off all the activities that didn't work. I've helped people go from zero and hobby business to exhibiting at wholesale exhibits, bridal shows, and baby shows. I've helped many of my students go from hobby crafter to increases of over 500% in just a few months. Take, for example, Alicia Littlejohn, one of my alumni.
Crocheting as a career has always been a dream of mine, and to do that, I realized I needed effective strategies to help create a consistent income that can help maintain my household. So I researched all over the internet, from Google to YouTube and all the most popular gurus, but the information that I was learning was blanketed techniques for anybody that was running a business. And we're unlike any other businesses out there. We tend to take all the responsibilities upon ourselves, and with all that information out there, it can get confusing. I was confused, and I hit a complete roadblock in my upward growth of my business. As a crocheter, I realized I needed a class that was catered for my needs as a handmaker, and that's exactly what the Handmade Sales Success Academy did. Karen, the maker of this course, is absolutely amazing. She takes all the guesswork out of the entire process. Running a business is not just sitting around and crocheting stuff. That is not how you make money. Karen teaches you how to find the right niche and customer, hiring the correct photographer, hiring crocheters to expand your business, making email lists, navigating Facebook ads, and creating a successful funnel. This has been a life-changing course, and my sales are steadily growing, so I definitely recommend if you take this course.
If you already know that you want to be a success, head over to KarenVMiguel.com and book your free consultation, and also download some free resources and get access to free videos on wholesaling, consignment, and you'll also want to download the pricing calculator, which will get you off on the right foot in making sure that you've covered all of your costs, your labor, and your operating expenses. And thank you for the honor of letting me share with you today. It was a privilege, and I wish you all great success. And I also wish you a happy, safe, and healthy handmaking life. Bye, everyone. Oops. Hello. Hi, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay, let me know if you can hear me okay, because I think when I popped on earlier, you couldn't hear me. So if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up just so I know you're like you can hear me okay. I'm worried that you can't hear me. Can you all hear me? Okay. Okay. I'm hoping you can okay. Can I know I'm spending so much time on can you hear me? Uh So I'm just gonna put that there. Okay, good. Yay. Okay. So in the meantime, while everybody's just kind of checking back in, let me know if you had any questions at all from the presentation, or if anything spurred your interest, or and you want to ask any questions. I know this is kind of like a public forum and all that sort of thing, but I just want to remind you that if you have any questions, or something comes up in your thoughts later on, that you could also book a free consult with me, and hold on, I'll put that in um in in the comments, so you can put it. It's also in the description below, but I will put it in there for you. Prices. And then hold on, let me just get that in there for you. Here it is. Here it's in the link, the comments right now. So if you want to book a free consultation, basically what can you expect if you end up booking a call with me? I will find out about, well, it's with me specifically. And if there aren't any spots left, don't worry. Spots open up on a regular basis, but just be sure to check back. But I believe the last time I checked, there are spots for like free consultations today and through next week too. So just feel free to go ahead and choose whatever time works best for you. So basically, whenever when if you decide to ask any sort of questions, we find out like what it is you like to make, what it is that you have in mind for your business, or what it is that you've been working on. We talk about like what's worked for you or what your concept ideas are. And then from there, we move forward with what you would like to do, or if like kind of like realistic expectations of what you can expect to build with your what you like to make, and just your entire jumping off point of where you are right now. So that's basically what you can expect. And I just encourage you, I mean, it's an exploration call, so there's no harm in finding out what it is that you can do. Oh, you just found me. Hello, Christine. That's okay, because I'm going to leave this video up for you guys to watch and participate with. And then if you have any questions, then you can also book a call with me, like an exploration call to talk about your particular business, or you can peruse through my sites too. And if you click on KarenVMiguel.com, there's some other workshops that I've done too that are super duper helpful, especially the one on pricing, because if you don't have that jumping off point, it kind of gets hard on what it is that you're supposed to be charging, as well as establishing like who your ideal customer is and your niche. So let's see here. Okay, let's see. I absolutely love your presentation. I learned so much in a short time that I've been trying to learn for years and was always confused about. Ida, do you have your own business? Probably be a great idea for you to schedule a call with me if you wanted to learn the most in the shortest period of time. Now, let me see here. Now, if you've liked everything so far, then and you aren't already subscribed to my channel, then please feel free to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any notifications. Because whenever I put out a video, I address the main key points about what it is that I find people are encountering. For example, in the upcoming, I have videos that will be coming out with regards to getting customers to pay, because sometimes new customers have a like sometimes new business people have a hard time establishing when to get people to pay if they don't have an e-commerce set up. There's so many things that it all depends on where you want to do business, how you like to do business. There's always opportunities for you in the way that you live your lifestyle and how you want to build your business. So please check it out, because there's always opportunity for everybody to put their gifts out into the world if they wanted to create a business out of what they love. Let me also see here about, oh yes. And so let me just check here if we have any questions. So I'm just going to skim through the comments, make sure that nobody put any in during the presentation. Okay. Great. Okay, so it looks like there aren't any questions. I know it was a lot of information to absorb, but just also know that if you go onto KarenVMiguel.com, you can also sign up to get the slides for the presentation. So if you wanted to go through it again and watch the video, then you completely can, and you can get the download for the slides as well. So and yes, and that is about it. Other than that, friends, if you haven't watched this morning's show and you're just joining us, I was on the Christine Amdahl show this morning, and she is, I think, online with us as well. But be sure to head over to her channel and check that out. And in the meantime, if you end up having questions after this, or you found something was the most interesting, then please drop it in the comments or put it in the or you're watching this in the replay, put in the comments what you found interesting or put your questions there. And also check out the description for all the links that you can get. And pretty much all the links are for free. So all I ask is that you just pursue your dreams and you use all of the information to best of your ability, and know that I am here for you to book, and there's no obligation. So you can just find out more about what direction you could be heading. And I would love to chat with you. So It's Friday, folks. So if you have plans for the weekend, I hope you're happy, safe, and healthy. And I'll probably end the live stream so that you guys can get onto your weekend and have an enjoyable weekend. So, guys, have a great weekend, and I hope you enjoyed the workshop. Take care. Bye, everyone.